today in our reading lesson in our book, they want us to talk about a vocabulary strategy. And this is called Greek and Latin roots, or roots. You can pronounce it either way. So let's listen to what that means, and then there's also a video that I want to show you that kind of explains it a little bit better. Okay, here we go.
And Latin roots. Word roots can help you understand what a new or unfamiliar word means. Many word roots come from the Greek and Latin languages. Find text evidence.
Okay, so in our English language, before we even had an English language, there was the Greek and Latin language. And so when we created our English language, we took some of their prefixes and suffixes and kind of things like that, and then we put it in our English language. So if we can find a root word, like the main word, the base word, and then we can find the prefixes or suffixes, a lot of times they have some Greek or Latin background, and we can figure out what they mean, okay? So I want to show you this video that's going to explain it a little bit better, okay? So please watch.
Before watching this video, be sure to watch the video called Prefixes and the one called Suffixes. Then come back to this one.
We already know what prefixes and suffixes are, right? Yeah. We've been learning about them all year. So we know a prefix goes at the beginning of a word, a suffix goes at the
end, which is
we've been doing that all year.
IES.
Good job.
You already know that prefixes are groups of letters that come before a word that change the meaning of the word. And that suffixes are a group of letters that come after a word to also change the meaning of a word. In this video, we will look at the main words, or the root words, that prefixes and suffixes are often attached to. It's important to know word origins, or roots, to help you spell, read, and understand the meaning of words. When you know the Latin, Greek, or French meaning of the word, you will better understand the English meaning.
So under Latin, there's also French, Portuguese, Italian, and Spanish. So sometimes other languages are used in our language too. We just don't know that.
Miss Murphy,
Be careful though. Not all root words are words by themselves. Many need prefixes or suffixes to be actual words. Let's look at some example of root words. The root word by is Greek for to or twice. Can you figure out how to read these words then?
bicycle,
Okay, what are these words?
bicycle,
By, let's sound it out. Bifocals. Okay, bifocals are kind of like glasses, and glasses,
That's
bifocals
what she's
means two.
kind of using.
Can you also figure out their meaning? Since cycle means to pedal in a circular motion, and by means two, this word means two pedals in circular motions. We know it as this object. We ride with two pedals and also two wheels, called a bicycle. Since focal has to do with focusing the eyes, and bi means two, this word means two lenses used to focus with the eyes, or bifocals. Let's look at another root word. Inter is the Latin root meaning between or among. The word international then means between nations. The word internet means between networks. Fun, isn't it? Ist is a Latin root word, specifically from the French, and means someone who does. In English, we have dropped the final E in this root. A person who styles is called a stylist. A person who works with flowers is called a florist. A person who plays the guitar is called a guitarist.
Who's the person who studies science? Everybody.
Scientist.
Okay, so you see how we take the is, which is a suffix, and it's actually from a different language. And so we can know what that means. We can use it in our language.
What would a person who cares for teeth be called?
Oh, what is this one?
Dentist.
Good job.
A dentist.
Good job.
Dent means teeth in French as well. Do you see how knowing the meaning of root words helps you understand the meaning of the whole word? It will also help you spell the words when you want to write them. Here are some common root words. Can you guess their meaning?
No. Greater. Greater than.
Oh,
Greater
hold on.
than.
Just a second.
I don't want.
I'm gonna go back there. I thought she was gonna pause. So look here. Tele means like telephone, telegraph. Dia means like diagram, dialogue. And that's Greek. In Latin, we have aqua, like aquarium, or Odysseus, which means auditorium. So these are some more Latin and Greek suffixes and prefixes.
It would be impossible to memorize all the root words in the English language, but you can practice some of the more popular roots in our fun games. Until next time, always be clever.
All right, so I'm going to tell you in second grade we don't do a lot with this, but next year in third grade and especially fourth and fifth grade, a lot of your spelling words will be working on this. So when Mrs. Brockman or Mrs. Bartlett says this week's spelling words are on some Greek or Latin roots, you'll be like, oh yeah, Mrs. Murphy kind of talked about that a little bit in second grade. And our English language comes from the language of Greek and Latin, okay? So Lila's passing out your sheet on this, and this is our only sheet in Greek and Latin that we'll have to worry about this year. Make sure you put your name at the top. Mason, right away, please. Yes, Lewis?
Do we speak French?
Do we speak French? You can if you learn it.
How do you speak French?
You would have to learn the language. I don't know. Oh, I think Lewis is the only one that asked the question. Lewis asked if you could speak French. You can, but you have to learn the language. Can I speak French? No. So I can't teach you it. I don't know anything about
I
French.
can only speak
Okay,
English.
all right. It says you can figure out a meaning of an unfamiliar word. That means a word you don't know by looking for root words. Some English words have Greek, Latin roots. So, if I have cred, that means to believe. If I have duck, that means to lead. If I have port, that means to carry. If I have spect, that means to look. If I have staff, that means to stand. And if I have struck, that means to build. Now, we're going to take what we are just learning up here, and we're going to see if we can read each sentence, and then see if we can circle the word in the root word in each bold printed word. And then we're going to try to figure out the definition. Okay, so on number 1, put your finger, we're going to read this all together, on the word the. And I want all my second graders to help me read this, because you're almost third graders. Almost third graders. Come on, Mason. Okay, here we go. Ready? Wait. I'm waiting, because not all of you are trying or reading. Are you almost a third grader? Okay, you gotta show it to me. Okay, ready? The Antarctic is an incredible place to explore. All right, so here is our bold word, incredible. Who can find the root to this? Who thinks they can find the root? Addie, do you think you can find the root?
I'm just going to take a good guess.
Okay.
The I-N-C?
I-N-C, good job. So will you come circle that?
I didn't even know that. I just took a good guess.
You saw that from up above, didn't you? all of that. I mean, you missed some, Addie.
CRD.
I'm sorry.
CRD.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you had said up above. Here, Addie, let me show you. I thought you had said, look, I'm looking for one of these in that word.
Oh.
And you were close, but you weren't quite there. Okay, can you find it now?
I see it.
Okay, now you just exit, see if you there. Okay, let's see if she can find it. If not, then you guys can help her. Because I think you guys find it too. Okay, all right. What do you think it is, Addie? Can you guys help her? What is it?
Cred.
Bread. No, it's bread. Bread. So, yep. So C-R-E-D. Cred.
I knew it. Do we have to write cred on the line?
Wait a second. Why are we shouting? I already said Libby, but if you don't know, then you need to wait because I'll say it again. No, we're not going to write cred on the line. It doesn't want us to write it. It wants us to write the definition of incredible. So, what do you think we're going to write, Addie?
Like really amazing?
Really amazing or to
Believe.
believe. To believe.
Do you want me to write both?
You could write both, but for sure write to believe because that's what they have at the top. So incredible, we know is like really amazing. To believe, really.
Miss Murphy, do you have to write both? Oh, you don't have to unless you don't want to.
Thank you, Lila, for listening. All right, so make sure you write for sure to believe, but Addie is totally right. Incredible kind of means like amazing. That would be a synonym for the word.
No.
Was there a big packet in there? No. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I just don't know where it went. Okay. Make sure you write to believe. So that's what cred means. To believe.
I think they were all
All right. When you're done, let's go on to number 2.
I didn't see the pop, so I couldn't.
I know. Okay. So maybe I'll have to just try to make this small so we can look up at top. Okay. Well, it's kind of hard because then it's going to be really small for some of you back there.
Well, we always can look at our paper.
Yeah. How about that? How about you guys just look at your paper, okay? Because I just don't, I want to be able to have my friends back there see. Okay, on number 2, put your finger and let's read it all together. Ready?
One of the first jobs is to set up a research station or base camp.
Okay, who can find that? Aria. Can you find it? Okay, can you find it? You certainly can. Good job. STA, state. Now, what does that mean? And I know we can't look back up at the top. If you want to look at Carson's paper, to stand. So can you write to stand? And if you need help, but I think you can sound it out. And the word and. To stand. No, and.
You forgot.
It's okay. And A and D. No, stand. Sound it out, honey. Stand. There you go. Okay, that's what it means to stand. A station. Like what yesterday, you guys, Mr. Homestead kind of had you at your Google Goggle stations. And you had to stand. He didn't make you sit. He didn't have you sit. You had to stand. Okay, number 3. Carson. All right, let's read number 3 all together. Ready?
Some team members
construct the camp's buildings. Who knows the Greek or Latin word? Louis, do you think you know?
I'm just gonna bring my
Okay, that's fine. You can bring your paper up. What is it, Louis?
the very last one.
Which one? Construct. Look at here. Did you find it on here? Which one? No, that's spect. Right there, you found it. Struct. S-T-R-U-C-C-T. Struct. Good job. And we know construct or struct means to
Build.
Good job. Good job. To build.
Then do the last two all by itself.
I want us to read the sentences though.
You made the last one.
No, there's 2. I think isn't there 4 and 5?
Yeah, there's 2. Yeah, 4 and 5.
Yeah.
There's 2 more left.
There's 2 more left. There's only 1 on my paper, but I'll move it up in just a minute. Okay, Bill. B.
Oh.
It's alright. Let's just do it quickly. B-U-I. L-D. B-U-I-L-D. Okay, put your finger on number 4 on the word they. And let's read that all together. Ready? They transport people and equipment to the camp. Okay, who can find it? Wyatt, do you think you can find it? Transport is the word. Which part is the Greek or Latin? What does that mean? Port. If you want to look at me, since I bet he'll let you look at his paper. Or Carson's. Oh, he remembers. Maybe. If not, he'll come back to your desk and look.
It's too heavy.
Good job. Or, yeah. All right, awesome. He remembered. Port means to carry. And just like a lot of times, if you go to the airport, or if the ships go to a port or a harbor, they're probably carrying something. Like at an airport, they're carrying people. Sometimes they carry mail. Sometimes they carry other stuff.
It looks like there's 2 R's.
Okay.
It is 2 R's.
All right. So transport means to carry. The port is to carry. Okay. All right. When you're ready for number 5, put your finger on the word some. Got it, Lily? Okay. Number 5 says, ready? Here we go.
Some people
inspect the camp's electricity system to make sure it works. Good job. Who can find it here? Mason, you think you can find it? Just one second. This way. There you go. Good job. And make sure you have that S in part of it. Good. And Mason, can I just have you circle it so the S is part of it, buddy? Spect. Good. Spect. And they talked about this one on the video, didn't they?
Yeah.
Like, no, they talked about bifocals, didn't they?
Yeah.
But I was thinking of another name for bifocals is spectacles, which means that you have your glasses or spectacles on.
Oh,
and
they did.
spectacle means to
They
look.
did.
Good job. Okay. Where, buddy?
No.
Right here? That's an L, buddy. I know it's kind of
Right.
spread out, but he
Oh,
should have put
looks like a.
it. Is that a little bit better? Okay.
It looks like a